Hey, what's up, guys? It's Hasiyat, and today I'm going to be talking about the time me and my friends stole a bike and got caught. This is going to be a crazy one, so you're going to want to tune into this. So, it all began back when I was 15 to 16 years old, and it was me and my brother hanging out with our two other mates that came from Iraq that went to Australia and didn't know the best English. So me and m- my brother, me and my two mates, let's just call them George and Jake, we all went to the nearby skate park and we went to go hang out there. So every day or every second day we'd go and hang out there and we'd go ride our bikes and we'd just talk about random stuff, mostly about girls and everything else. So we would all the time go hang out there. And so one day when we were walking over to the skate park, we came across my Jake's friend. Now I knew this guy and I didn't like him, but Jake liked him, so he brought him along. And so it was me, my brother, George, Jake, and the friend as well. So five of us. Now, Jake's friend, let's just call him Jordan. Jordan was a crazy dude. He would be getting into a lot of fights in school and outside, and he wouldn't have a problem speaking up and talking loudly in class and you know like doing something ballsy. And we were all walking over to the skate park, and as we were walking, we passed by a street where there was a bike laying down on the front yard of a house. And I thought nothing of it. I saw the bike and I just kept walking, and so did everyone else. But Jordan, it caught his eye, and he walked over to the bike. He's like, "Guys, come follow me." So we went with him over to that bike, and then he looked at it for a second, and I thought, why does he want to look at a bike? And then next thing you know, he grabs that bike, he hops onto it, and then he starts riding away. And then I'm like, "What are you doing?" Me and my brother didn't. We're not like we we didn't like doing that type of stuff. So we were definitely against it. So he hops onto the bike and then he starts riding. But since we're with all of our mates, we kind of just follow the crowd. So we he starts riding and then we just start following him and we start riding away. And as we're riding away, we're not thinking of much. We're just like he's riding the bike and we're walking and we're trying to make our way over to the skate park. And then all of a sudden, right behind us, we see a car following us. And as we turn around, we see the car following us. We start to fucking bolt it. I'm telling you, we ran so fast. That's like we should have been in the cross country. That's how fast we ran. So we started running. We started running as fast as we can, and Jordan is on the bike pedaling as fast as he can while the car can't reach him since it's on the road and the bike's on the footpath, the pedestrian path. So he starts riding all the way and then we start riding. We make it over to the skate park, and as soon as we make it over to the skate park, right behind is a small grocery store like Woolies or Coles. and there's like a stairway down to where the storage section is. It's like the back of the shops of the grocery store. So found we went down these stairs and we sat down to where a car can't easily see us. And we just started thinking about like a heart rate, like my heart rate was pumping, like it was beating fast. And we just sat there and we started talking about like, oh man, what if he finds us and all of that. Long story short, eventually we 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 start walking back because we thought, okay, we spent like an hour or so there, like it's time to walk back. So we try to find our way back. And as we're going back, we see that guy in the car start to approach on our street. But since he was far away, I don't think he saw us. But Jordan saw him, and then he straight away jumped into one of the neighbors' front yards and then got down and laid flat down on his belly on the grass. And that's because if he lays down flat down on his belly on the grass, he's harder to see, especially with a higher fence. So he laid down like that, and we kept on walking forward while he stayed back. And as he stayed back, we kept on walking and acting natural as the car approached. The car approached, and it was this like 25-year-old dude with his mate in the passenger seat. And he's got like a Subaru or Toyota, or I don't know what it was, but it was a sedan. And he's like, "Oi, guys, yo, was that guy with you?" And then we just look at each other and we're like, no, he's not with us. No, we don't know him. And then he was like, he stole my bike. Like, and we're trying to look for him to see like who it was. And then I'm like, man, but like, if we find him, look, I was like, man, if we find him, we'll let you know. And then I was trying so hard not to burst out laughing, because George, Jake's younger brother, he said in his high pitched voice, he's like, I think he went down to the gas station. I think he went down to the gas station. I saw him over there. And then, and then the driver was like, I was like, yeah, he's over there at the gas station. Like, we started nodding our head. We're like, yeah, he's over there at the gas station. Like, he went that way. You gotta go quickly to find him. And then he's like, all right, yeah, bet. So he goes driving to go find him. And as soon as he goes driving, as soon as we see he's out of sight, Jordan pops out of the front yard and gets up, and we all start fucking smiling and like excitement and like thrill, like holy shit, we were so close to being found out. We start getting together and we start running, and he gets on the bike and he starts pedaling away, and we start to make it back home. We finally make it back home, and as we make it back to my friend's house, Jordan takes the bike and gives it to Jake, because it's Jake's house. He puts it in Jake's house for storage. He puts it all the way in the backyard so no one can find it. So the guy, if he was driving through the street, he can't find that bike easily laying around. And As that happened, they put the bike there and we all ride away. Like, I think he gave me a bike to use as a spare so I can go home with. And we ride our bikes all the way back to our house, me and my brother. And as we go back to our house, we go to bed, everything's just a normal time. I go to sleep. Now, the next day, I wake up and I go to school. I'm in high school, so I was probably year 8 or year 9. I go to school and I walk into the bathroom during recess and I go to wash my face. And as I look up, I turn around and I see someone looking at me. I'm like, who could that be? Actually, probably wasn't 25 then. Sorry. Like, I think I got that part of the story wrong. Not 25. But the guy was probably in year 12 or year 11. And as I turned around, I saw a guy looking at me. And then he was like, oh, the guy was like, hey, oh, hey, it's you. How are you? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And then I realized, I looked at his face. I was like, wait a minute. That's the guy that had his bike stolen from us. So I try to act cool, calm, collected. And then he's like, yeah, look, I still couldn't find my bike. I was like, oh, that's a shame. Like, hopefully you'll find it. You'll find it. Like, you'll be able to find it. And then he's like, yeah, like, I wonder where that guy went because I was never able to find him. I was like, man, I wish I could tell you. I, I was like, man, I wish I knew so I could tell you. It's like, and he's like, and this is what he says at the end. He's like, well, bro, if you find it, let me know, yeah? I was like, yeah, of course, yeah. So then he leaves the bathroom and that's it. Like, we ended up getting away with stealing a bike. But at the end of the day, the moral of the story is don't be stupid like what Jordan done. Because at the end of the day, you could be arrested for that type of stuff. You could go to jail. You could catch a fine. Like, it's really not worth it. I mean, you could save up to buy a bike. You get a job. You could ask for money from a family member or friend. You don't have to steal a bike. Like, at the end of the day, there's other ways to go about life. But that leaves it to the end of this video. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button. Leave a comment with your thoughts and similar experiences down below. And remember to subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Have a good one. Peace.